Hello and welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we're tapping into your next lover. We'll get all the details about that person, how this will come together, how they're going to come towards you, what they're like, anything Spirit has to say. That is our topic today. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, you can pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile as well for all of my readings. For group 1, we have the Green Geode, and we'll be using the Witch's Garden Tarot. For group 2, we have the White Geode, and we'll be using the Office Tarot. For group 3, we have the Purple Stone, and we'll be using the Villains Tarot. And for group 4, we have the Blue Geode, and we'll be using the Influence of the Angels Tarot for group 4. So go ahead, pause the video if you need more time to decide, and we're just going to jump right into it. All right, if you chose group 1 with the Green Geode and the Witch's Garden Tarot, this is your reading, tapping into your next lover. We'll see how this will come together, all the details about that. Spirit, for group 1 with the Green Geode, please show us your next lover for group 1. Who is this? For group 1. Who are they entering a relationship with? Who is their next lover? Who is group 1 letting into their heart? All right, so let's talk about it. I'm definitely feeling like you've at least seen this person before. We have the familiar face card that has come up, and then we also got let's take this offline. So this could be someone you have a textuationship with. This could be someone you talk to or see a lot on social media, but you haven't been able to kind of like really date in a grounded way where you guys could really get to know each other. This person is kind of getting tired of that, and they're saying, all right, let's take this offline. Let's meet, let's connect, let's really do this virtual relationship or this connection that we have going on where it's like we see each other, but we don't really see each other. We connect with each other, but we don't really connect with each other. I'm over that. I want to take things a step further. So your next lover seems to be at least someone that you have physically seen before. You could also know them like from around the way, and this could be their energy tapping into you, trying to find you and seeing what you're all about, checking you out online. It could be something like that as well, or this could be someone that you've been observing online. We do have the second chance card here. So some of you may have a history with this person. When this card came out, though, what I immediately heard was fumbled. I heard fumbled. So for me, I feel like the second chance card is referring more to them taking the opportunity or you taking the opportunity to seal the deal. Energy is fluid. This could be your energy as well. You could feel like very called to this person these days. You could feel like you're always thinking about them, or they're showing up in your mind's eye and your dreams and your memories and your thoughts. There could be a lot of that kind of going on here. What I love, though, is we have a mutual feeling. So that is such a generous push from the universe, a generous confirmation from the universe that even if you are, called out of your comfort zone and you're like, all right, I want to see what this is all about. I want to talk to this person, get to know this person, what have you. That's a confirmation that the feelings are mutual. So it wouldn't be a waste of time, and it wouldn't be, a flop if you were to, go out of your comfort zone and be the pursuer in this situation. So for those of you who have already been kind of considering that and feeling that way, let me be the one to go ahead and give you the push, give you the go to do so, because I see it turning out in your best interest. Now we have the crown chakra base connection card. So you and your next lover, the base of your connection is through the crown chakra. So the crown chakra is actually our connection to the universe, our connection to spirit, our higher selves, our higher power, spiritual information, synchronicities, dreams, the astral, all that good stuff, different like altered states of reality, different dimensions, all that kind of stuff. So you could find yourself wanting to write about this person a lot. You could exercise your ability to control other dimensions by writing. That's 2D. You could feel inspired to paint when it comes to this person, or create some sort of 2D tangible art that has to do with them, or even a vision board. Also, of course, the dream space. You could find yourself dreaming about this person a lot, or this person may have astral travel to your dreams, vice versa. And the synchronicity is likely quite poppin' with this one. Usually crown chakra based connections have a lot of like spiritual activity. So that's where you get that telepathy, whatever your spiritual gifts are. That's where you get those like different forms of communication where it's kind of like spiritual. That's typically what you have here when you have a crown chakra based connection. So you've likely experienced something like that to do with this person as well. Even if you're not someone who has super strong spiritual gifts, or you don't really like going into, you know, spirituality in that way where you're seeing things or feeling things and things like that, you may have had something still pop up and it's like, okay, this is actually unheard of for me. I don't typically have these kind of experiences. And then we have right hand / confidant. So I see you being able to share your fears, your hopes, your dreams with this person. They're like your right hand, someone that you can genuinely go to when you have an issue, when you need advice, and also someone who you can trust, someone who's genuinely in your best interest. Spirit, tell us more. What is going on? How are things coming together with their next lover? How is this manifesting and coming about? You could be trying to figure out the secret sauce at this time, and I don't feel like you need to, group one. I would say just relax. The very first card we got out is too much on my mind. So right away, I'm kind of getting an energy that you may be overwhelmed with the spiritual experiences, especially with us just talking about this being a crown chakra based connection. That may actually be overwhelming you. You may be feeling like it's a bit too much. You may be feeling like, okay, I don't know what spirit is calling me to do though. I feel like you're just tapping into the connection though. When it's a call to action, you feel it. Just like any other, sign or experience. It's just like the body itself is conscious. You don't need to tell your heart to beat. You don't need to tell your mind to think or your brain to function. It naturally just does it. So you got to have much more trust in yourself and just the consciousness of the body. You will naturally feel when there's an actual call to action, and it really will be kind of clear. If you're struggling though, and you have been in a fog, or you know that you haven't been receiving a lot of like spiritual guidance and things like that, then I would say just do a cleansing. I wouldn't even like make it about this connection, but just do a cleansing, like a really good deep cleansing on yourself. Clear that fog, any unwanted energy out of yourself. That way you can receive, the spiritual messages, and that'll help you in other areas of life as well. But yeah, we have use your intuition. So spirit is clearly calling you to tap into the spiritual. And you know what? We do also have Get Off Your High Horse that came out. So I kind of feel like you may be struggling with people trying to humble you at this time, people telling you that your intuition is wrong. This could also be spirit saying, all right, I'm showing you what to do. You don't have to be in the lead and always be the person determining how things are manifesting, how things are happening. So if you do find yourself like trying to go out of your way to control, okay, I want it to happen this way, or in this time, or I don't want to do that thing that I'm called to do, then yeah, that could be a message for you, and spirit kind of telling you, okay, you getting in your own way is kind of tricking yourself into thinking that you're taking action, but because you're not called to take that action, it's actually not helpful. It's counterintuitive. It's like self-sabotage even. So it kind of like tricks you into thinking, well, I'm doing something, I'm putting in the work, but because it's not like the work you were called to do, it's not actually like helpful or moving things along. It's just kind of getting in the way. So I would say you'd probably know if spirit was calling you to do certain things and you were kind of like really digging in your feet and avoiding it. The main thing should be like a release, if anything. We have walking away, my goodness, and then we have move in with me. So how is this coming together for you? I definitely see you walking away from something or someone. We were just tapping into like releasing control and also letting your current manifestation method kind of fizzle out. You know, sometimes things work, sometimes in other areas they don't. You have a manifestation technique that you learn about and it works for a good 6 months and then it literally stops working. That's a sign that spirit is calling you to a different form of manifestation. And rest is a part of manifestation. Clearing is a part of manifestation. Getting things out of the way so the magic and the seeds that have already been kind of planted can grow is a form of, you know, manifestation and allowance. So try not to think about it so black and white when it comes to manifesting or doing your part. Try to really hone in on using your intuition and even strengthening your crown chakra at this time. You can listen to like crown chakra meditation music as you're sleeping. That's always my number one recommendation because it's just so low effort and just so potent. I like the YouTube account Meditative Mind. They actually have a Spotify as well, which is really cool. So if you have premium, you can listen like with your screen off so it's not draining your battery and whatnot. But you know, you can go wherever resource, whatever you like, but just look up, you know, crown chakra healing music or meditation music and you'll find some music that can really help you. Anything else about how this is coming together? Yeah, we got apples to oranges here, and I was kind of feeling that. I was feeling like there is some undertone of like another option. It's so clear that spirit is leading you towards someone specific, towards this lover with the crown chakra based connection. That's our spiritual connection. So it's like, okay, I can already see there's elements here of this being divinely guided or intentional, but at the same time I'm still feeling like, even with the little bit that was coming from get off your high horse, where it's like people may be trying to humble you at this time or trying to get you to give them attention at this time. And then we had walking away as well. So, you know, honestly, I feel like spirit is calling some of you into your like era where you're gonna have to be a bit rude, honestly, because it's like when you're too nice, people just keep pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing. So spirit may be calling you to shut things down with people right away and to be very direct and honest, like, I'm not interested, I'm not doing this, like, leave me alone, you know, being straight up with people. We have apples and oranges here, so there's a clear energy of other options that you have around you. It feels like currently at this time. For some of you, it's going to come through right as this person is like, all right, let's take this offline, or okay, I have a second chance. I'm finally seeing this person after a long time, or whatever the situation is, like I'm coming towards you. But for some of you, you're being called to shut things down with people that you know you're not going to kind of be with long term, because listen, that familiarity can make you befriend or become close to someone you would never naturally gravitate to. Just like your coworkers, for example, people that you work with. It's like, if we weren't in this circumstance, I would never find myself close to you. But I'm all of a sudden, because of our proximity, you know, same thing with high school, college. These are people that if I had just kind of looked at objectively, no, I wouldn't choose this person as a friend. But because they're in my class and they sit by me, or because they're my coworker and we work in the same space, all of a sudden we're friends. Same thing with the romantic interest. So it's like, you don't want to find yourself actually opening your heart up to someone who you know, like intuitively when you first connect with them, no, I don't think this is the one. You don't want to end up slowly but surely opening your heart up to them or ending up in an entanglement. Spirit, what else can you tell us about their next lover? I'm smelling money. I'm like, I think it's this deck. It smells like money. I'm smelling money. This person could be abundant, financially abundant. These cards literally smell like money. Does anyone else love the smell of money? Like, no, I'm not even trying to be like that, but it's not that like, oh, I'm so obsessed with money. I love the smell of money, but it has a scent to it and it smells so good to me. All right, so let's see here. So talking about this person, we got the World card and the Ace of Swords. I'm loving this energy. This is an action taker. And also with that World card, that is validating what I was getting before with, you know, Spirit kind of leading you guys together. That's typically something that comes with a crown chakra based connection. I can definitely see Spirit is guiding this connection. Spirit is leading this meeting, and Spirit is bringing things together. I don't know why it's going blurry and unblurry. Let me show you some more cards so it can stop. But there's an energy of this person kind of being a product of you coming full circle and even past experiences leading you to this person. It seems like the universe is conspiring to make this happen. It seems like everything is kind of coming into closure. We got the Devil reversed and the Three of Wands reversed. So any connection that's not truly meant to be in your life, it could be removed with a Tower moment if necessary, if it has to be. But you know, you're definitely being called to release at a minimum. We got the Two of Wands reversed and the Five of Cups reversed. So the main thing that I get for you right now is Spirit is saying no more settling. Even with me like smelling the money, no more settling. If you want a wealthy and abundant partner who can provide for you, especially if they want to start a family, they need to have the coin for that. It is not cheap to raise children. It is not cheap to raise a family, to have a house. If they want that, if that is something that they want, specifically with you, they have to be able to afford that. Otherwise, don't be the nice girl, the nice guy, and give them a chance. You're just going to put yourself in an unfortunate situation. If that's what you want, Spirit is saying you know yourself enough by now to know what you want. Just accept it and let's move forward towards that. And anyone who isn't embodying that should not be able to talk to you. I'm like, what way can I put this like and make it sound kind of nice? Because it really is kind of crazy to say, but that is the energy where Spirit's like, all right, no more, you know, being nice or giving people a pass who you know that, you know, aren't in alignment with, you know, what you want. And Spirit doesn't want you to feel guilty about this. We got the Hierophant here. You've learned enough and you've learned a lot and you've leveled up to, you know, this position yourself where you have a lot to give. Whoever ends up with you is going to end up with a lot of abundance in terms of whatever you bring, you know, to the situation. So don't sell yourself short. I see a lot of cycles closing. I see you walking away from, you know, Devil card, short-term connections, Three of Wands reverse, people who are great boyfriends but not great husbands, people who are great girlfriends but not great wives, people who are, you know, great partners but not great like lifetime long-term partners, moving away from all of that. And this person, Ace of Swords, I do feel like they're going to likely pursue you though, because we were getting a lot before about, you know, for some of you, you're being called to take action towards this person. But Ace of Swords, this is definitely a doer. This is someone who takes action in their own right. So I don't feel like you'll really have to worry about that. But if you're called to, you know, definitely answer that call. We got the King of Wands reversed and the Three of Pentacles. I'm getting strong earth sign energy with this person. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, you can look out for those signs. It feels like, you know, this person has traditional values. It feels like they're someone who's not... See, the thing about the King of Wands is very passionate. And typically the King of Wands is abundant as well. But the King of Wands can teeter into being a bit unfaithful, can teeter into being someone who is more short-term based because it kind of, the fire runs out after a while. So with that King of Wands reversed with the Three of Pentacles, Spirit's like, I'm pivoting you towards something bigger, something more stable. Spirit, what else can you tell us for group one? Heavy on the stability, more stability moving forward. All right. We got gentle moderation. It says, take your time. Pressure from others or yourself can be released by renegotiating what you are trying to accomplish. So if you're manifesting at this time and you're kind of mentally really set on having that Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck, it's kind of just like, all right, that was the plan first, but take some time to reassess the situation and recognize when certain things aren't working, or you've gone out of the position of needing to lead, and allow, like the Three of Pentacles says, working with the higher power, working with spirit, allow spirit to do its part now. We have enjoying the journey. It says stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good, but necessary. Bring your awareness into the now, rather focusing on the past or the future. So yeah, all the answers that you need are being given to you in the present moment. So you don't want to be too occupied with what you want and too occupied with the past either. Go ahead and allow yourself to let go of the past and, focus more on the present moment. That's where you're going to get those crown chakra downloads and messages. We have you are safe and surrounded by love. It says keep your heart open and know that you are being protected. Listen to what you know to be true and allow yourself to see and understand what is going on around you. So being more observant, seeing through illusions, seeing through even things that you used to be attracted to will really help you kind of let go. That's what I got for you, Group 1. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 2 with the White Geode and the Office Tarot, this is your reading, tapping into your next lover. We'll see how this will come about. All the details about them, who is this, all that good stuff. Spirit, for Group 2 with the White Geode, please show us for Group 2, who is their next lover? Oh, I like that. First card out, we have the wait is over. So for you, oh my goodness, and we have the 1. That has just come out as well. So for you, Group 2, right away, I'm kind of feeling like there may have been a delay, or the universe may have been stalling. You may have been waiting for a long time. And to be honest, this is likely conscious. This is likely a conscious decision that you made on your part. Say you were a serial, like dating app user, you could have stopped going on the dating apps. Say you were, someone who used to chase, you have stopped chasing. All those old habits or bad habits, it seems like you have separated yourself from that kind of, energy and stepped into something where it's like, okay, I'm going to wait for the 1 hour. I'm going to manifest exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, and it seems like your focus is commitment, even if you're a bit, unconventional and you don't want to be with someone in the sense that you want to get married. This would still be a sign that you are setting intention to be with someone long-term, even so. So we have the 1, typically that's an energy of being with the person who, matches your freak, the person who you can, be with on a slow day where you do nothing and you're satisfied, and you can also have adventures with and be satisfied and happy. Your person, the person who understands your humor, they accept you for who you are. You don't have to hide certain parts of yourself around them. Speaking of, yeah, we got the scars on my sleeve card. So you could be someone who's in a unique situation. Maybe there's something going on with you, mind, body, soul, whatever category that you consider to be a disadvantage. So maybe your mind works differently than others, or maybe there's a physical thing going on that kind of makes you worry, like, can someone accept this? Or, is this going to be a deal breaker? I don't feel like that's going to be an issue. That's the thing. You've manifested the one. Like, you have manifested the person who can accept all that and then will take it a step further and make it official with you. So I don't feel like that's a concern at all. The only thing with that path is time. Like, the only thing with manifesting the one, the only thing between you and that, person, that connection, is literally time. So when you're manifesting the one, yeah, typically there is a wait, because it's like there's only the one, or, like a few people out there that can meet those standards, or what you would need from a partner. Oh my goodness. We have laying it all out there and sacral chakra based connection. So what I can say is this person is very much so attracted to you. Very attracted to you. You have a sacral chakra based connection. Now the sacral chakra also rules over like your creativity, your interests, your passion. It doesn't always have to be like something that's about like physical intimacy. But, of course, the sacral chakra is heavily associated with, the physical as well. So you guys are definitely attracted to each other 100%. And I feel you really loving that this person is so passionate. I feel you really liking that this person is like a go-getter, someone who goes after what they want. They don't wait, they don't delay, they don't need all this time to think about it. It's like this person is just up and at them. They're ready, they're into it, and it's just like they're here, they're present, they're ready. So I love that. We have instigator / setup. So just know for you, group 2, you could have a friend that ends up inviting you out, or like a coworker. This could also be talking about like your spirit guides or a deity. So if you have a deity repeatedly, kind of showing up with different signs and signals for you, that could be a sign that they want to work with you. So go ahead and make them a little offering. You can just look up online, okay, what kind of offerings does this goddess like, or does this deity like, this angel like, and go ahead and make that offering. And then you can write them a love letter, or you can just speak out loud and tell them, I've seen your messages that you've been sending me, and I give you authority to work with me and to move things around in my life and to help me and to bring about XYZ, and list, your intentions. Give them that authority, though, is the main thing, to work in your life and work for you and to move things around for you. Instigator / setup can often be like a spirit guide, an ancestor, or a deity. So you'll see as it manifests. Obviously, if you have a friend that ends up asking you out, then I would say go out with them. Not in a romantic way per se, but just, you're likely going to meet someone through that person. So this is a good time to be saying yes to invitations and things like that. Spirit, tell us more about their next lover. Ooh, yeah, and there's a connection that seems to be already in your life that may be kind of siphoning your life force. We have friends with benefits. 3's a crowd, something different, speak your mind. Spirit is definitely saying, all right, there's someone who is getting in the way of you being able to manifest the love that you want. So even though it feels good to have something in the meantime, as you're waiting for, what you're waiting for, still this person is kind of siphoning your energy and kind of making you less available. So say your routine is you hang out with this person on the weekends. Well, now you don't have your weekends where you could be open to where spirit is leading you. Say spirit tells you, hey, do this weekend, and that's where you meet, your person. That's where you meet the one. But you don't actually end up following through with that, because either you don't hear the message because you're with this person, or you end up not doing that because you want to go see this person. I would say definitely start to wean yourself off of that, especially if like physical touch is your love language. That's a really hard one, because it's like, oof, it really can move you to take action and bring things together with other people, and to kind of ignore those other kind of spiritual messages that seem less important. So I would say at a minimum, start to wean yourself off of that. If you do feel called to, I would say you can speak your mind and give this person like an ultimatum. I know ultimatums have, negative connotation, but really it's just a boundary, because at the end of the day, if this person doesn't surrender to the kind of relationship you're looking for, it's like you're walking away from them. You're giving them one last opportunity, one last chance. So I would say, because Speak Your Mind did come out, if there's someone that you're currently dealing with, even someone you haven't connected with physically, but you've been crushing on, and there's all this energy and tension, but things are just mysteriously not progressing, I would say go ahead and, confess, admit your feelings so that you can get this out of your mind, get this out of your time, so that you can move forward with someone who is ready and available and who does meet your expectations or is willing to give you what you desire. But we have Speak Your Mind in something different. So this is more likely talking about communicating with someone, communicating with a friends with benefits, that you're looking for something else and that you're going to have to kind of, stop seeing them and move on. And I would say don't give them the ability to keep you stuck. Even if they call you, even if they text you, it's like, well, why? I told them I didn't, want to deal with them anymore. Why do they keep calling me? Honestly, at a certain point, it doesn't matter. They obviously get something from you, just like you get something from it. That's why you kind of stick around as well. So it's like probably the same reason you've stuck around this long. If you know you don't want to be with them, don't even give them that authority. Don't even give them that ability. Go ahead and block. And even if they do text, even if they do pursue you, tell them every time, reject them every time. Tell them every time that, that's not what you're looking for, or just flat out don't answer, ignore. We have Shine Your Light and Sailing here. So Spirit is saying you could be experiencing much more love, much more abundance and happiness at this time. This is like the calm before the storm with the Sailing card. That sailing energy is like, okay, things are calm, cool, collected, and we're getting to the climax here. So shine your light, allow other people to see you, allow yourself to be seen, allow yourself to be heard. Do things that you love. That's more what this time is about. Okay, so Spirit telling us about going back to who they're making it official with. What can you tell us about this person? So first of all, I do not feel like this is someone you know or someone you've met at all. Right away, first two cards out, we got the Five of Swords and the Two of Swords and the King of Swords. You may be seeing some repeating fives though. We got the Five of Wands reversed and the Five of Pentacles upright, 505, 515, 555. Spirit may be communicating to you through fives, or you could be in a 5-year, like numerologically. But we have the Five of Wands reversed. So that's about disengaging, from people's word salad and people's desires that they have for you. Let me see if I can get rid of the glare. Sometimes I can't. At least that's a little bit better. I might not be able to get rid of it all the way. But yeah, Five of Wands reverse is like, there's people that are kind of distracting you from what you want, distracting you from where you're trying to go. And Spirit's like, all right, Five of Pentacles is trying to grieve these people and, move on. Even like people that are irritating you and kind of trying to get you to, shift your beliefs. I would say stop sharing your beliefs. I mean, at this point, Spirit is like, okay, it's time to lock in. Not everyone's going to understand or accept what you're saying at this time. So even disengaging from friends, family who want to be overly involved and know all the details of what you're doing, just to, downplay it when you express what you're doing, or just to tell you like, different counterintuitive things, or to make you feel like it won't be worth it. Wherever you're being called at this time will be worth it, but it's your message, so not everyone's going to understand it. About this person, we got the King of Swords here, so that's air sign energy. This person could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy. King of Swords is someone who takes action and a good communicator, typically good in business and pretty responsible and respectable. So tapping into your person, I feel like they're going to be good with communication, good with planning things, very organized, someone who is a truth speaker. And we got the Two of Swords, so you definitely don't know this person. You haven't met this person. We have the Ten of Swords reversed and the World card reversed. Ten of Swords reversed, I don't see that you have any history with them. And if anything, this is going to be quite different than the other romantic experiences that you've had up until this point. And we got that World card reversed. So a lot of mystery here. You know what? With all these cards coming out talking about this, like, I really feel like there could be, I just saw 1313. I really feel like there could be someone in your energy who may be like an energy vamp. It could be family trying to force you into what they want, for you. It could be, the friends around you constantly have you involved. Like, yeah, be very mindful of friendships at this time, especially people who want to get you, faded, people who want to get you, if they call you the funny friend or, the crazy friend, they call you entertaining, honestly, that's not always a compliment. I'm just feeling like there's someone who is like very counterintuitive to you stepping into this relationship. Now, a big one would be that FWB, or if you're in a third party situation, that can affect you in ways that you cannot see, even like karma wise, things that wouldn't play out now, but that will definitely play out later when you have finally the opportunity to move forward with someone. If you got a bunch of negative karma coming to collect, that could really create a sticky situation and kind of change that fate. So I would go ahead and do a big cleansing or do a big releasing. And this would be a good time to just stop showing up and seeing like, okay, are people still hitting me up? Or how are they acting when they can't get access to me? Are they trying to guilt me? Are they trying to manipulate me? This is going to show you people's true character, which is why, if all else fails, literally just take a step back and see like, okay, does this person even care? Are they hitting me up? Or do we only talk if I'm the one talking, I'm the one initiating? Or, how are they reacting when they're not getting a benefit from me? We also got the King of Wands showing up. The King of Wands was actually at the bottom of the deck when I first picked up the deck. So King of Wands energy would be fire sign energy. We got fire and air here you can look out for. So that would be Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries placements you can look out for. Very passionate energy, very passionate person, someone who is invested. I love this as well. We got the Three of Swords reversed. So I see a lot of healing happening through this relationship. What I can definitely say, 10 out of 10, this person is a leader. They're definitely someone who takes action. They're definitely a leader and a very passionate and engaged kind of person. So if you're looking for someone who can help you in multiple ways, like someone who can inspire you, someone who can motivate you, you'll also get that from this connection. So I feel like it's a bit of a twofer, like a little bit of a 2-for-1 special where, yes, of course, you get your next lover, but you also get all these additional benefits. And it just seems like the main thing Spirit is calling you to is just disengaging from people, places, and things that are not in alignment with the new life or the new you you're trying to manifest. So anything you can do to cut that out so it doesn't have to be kind of cut out for you, by the universe bringing in a tower moment would definitely be very beneficial. Spirit, what else can you tell us about their next lover? Oh, this is a really good time to also manifest through like visualization. We have the Admire card. It says it's time to think of everything that you admire in your partner. So of course, if you don't have a partner at this time, this would be about visualizing and deciding what it is you do want from your next romantic connection. And I call that process Build-A-Bay, where you basically write down all the qualities and the things, about them, or you can write about like how you would feel in their presence or feel in that relationship. And you can be as open or detailed as you want, but as you write that, really get, invested. You can even make like a Pinterest board of your ideal romantic connection. You can take a screenshot, make it like your lock screen. Or you could look at it first thing every morning, just kind of scroll through, when you're about to go to sleep and when you first wake up are powerful times for manifesting using the subconscious, as the subconscious is still kind of active at this time. So if you can hurry up, pick up your phone, look at that vision board, you're going to very subconsciously manifest some really big things. This is a good time to declare what you want, ask for it from the universe and allow spirit to bring that towards you. You can make a ritual of it. You can bury the letter. You can, light it on fire. I like to do that for transmutation personally, if you can do it safely. If not, just go ahead and bury it. That will also give you the longevity. So if you're looking for like a marriage partner, that would be good for that. We have the respect card. So spirit is really calling you to move forward with someone you can respect. Can you respect that friends with benefits, or have they done things that have kind of diminished them in your eyes? Spirit is saying, all right, let's manifest and call in, that brand new connection with that person who's going to respect you and, see you for all that you are. We have clearing the excess, facing your fears, and back on task. Absolutely. Clearing the excess. It says you're entering a transitional phase and it would benefit from clearing excess clutter, whether in your physical body or physical space. Facing your fears says look for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm and know who you are. Back on task, it says be sure you're using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project that you're working on. All of it can use some fine-tuning. That is what I got for you, Group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. Alright, if you chose Group 3 with the Purple Stone and the Villains Tarot, this is your reading, tapping into your next lover. We'll see how this will come about, details about who this is as well. All that good stuff, Spirit, for Group 3 with the Purple Geode. Please show us their next lover. Who is this person for Group 3? Who is their next lover? Ooh, I haven't gotten this card in a while. Okay, so right away, I'm picking up on a really big, like, revamping energy for you, Group 3. It seems like you may be kind of stuck in a cycle, either with like the same person literally, or the same type of person continuously manifesting in your life romantically. We have curtain call, 10 out of 10 performance, and familiar face. So it seems like you've been in a karmic cycle with someone specific, or you've been kind of future faked. It almost feels like, I don't want to say by the universe, but there's this energy of kind of getting excited and feeling like, okay, I finally met the one, or I'm finally in a connection that's going to be really good for me. I'm excited about this new era. I'm excited about what's to come. And then some way, somehow, it kind of ends up being a flop, or some way, somehow, it doesn't end up being long term. So I'm like, I don't know where this is coming from. Is it a generational curse? Do you see this pattern in your family and in your bloodline? Or is it like an energy or an entity, something like that, that's like bothering you and manifesting through different people? You would know if that's the case if you have like different romantic partners saying the same thing, or having the same look in their eye, or the same exact situation repeating with them, just in a new body, a different person. But this could also talk about like a specific karmic, one person that you've been dealing with. Usually karmics are for years, but it can be like a very intense, multi-month long span, shorter term, and still be karmic if there's a lot of breaks in between. Even so, that's one of the main things about a karmic connection, is it kind of like keeps coming around, or you keep having the same problem, the same repeated thing with this familiar face or familiar energy. So I see Spirit being absolutely fed up with that and being like, all right, we're cutting that out. We are cutting that out. No more. This is no longer allowed to exist in your life. We are aligning with something else. So your spiritual team is on standby. I see this energy, like, I see it as, them gearing up, like literally putting on their uniforms, literally putting on like their armor, to really move things around for you. We have opening up to your angels and instigator slash setup. Now, the instigator slash setup card could talk about there is like a friend or a person in your life that keeps convincing you, like enabling you in a way, or keeps you in the same mindset, keeps you in the same spaces, someone who you maybe even have like a trauma bond with. And that could even be a friend, like someone who it's like, okay, we always hang out and then we always end up hanging out with these people that I don't know, and then XYZ ends up happening, and then I get hooked on this person that wasn't even on my level, and the next thing you know, I'm in another karmic situation. It could be like that. Or this card can also talk about, kind of piggybacking off of the open up to your angels card that came out before, where it's like, all right, allow us to set you up with this next connection. We can already see that your angels are really kind of wanting you to open up to them at this time and let them take the wheel. So go ahead and let them take the wheel. It's above you now. Literally release it. Like, I love when spirit tells me, you know what, you actually can take a seat. You don't have anything to do. Oh my God. One thing about me, I love to be lazy, okay? I love to put in the least amount of effort. So if I can get away with putting in like low effort, not with everything, but when it comes to manifesting, specifically manifesting like something new into my life, it's like, all right, if spirit tells me, all right, you ain't got to do much. I got your back. Let's get to it. I will take a seat. So it's a favorable position to be in. It's a good position to be in because there isn't all this, craziness being called to you for you to do. We got friends to lovers. Ooh, and then we have solar plexus based connection. So for some of you, you could already be friends or acquaintances with your next lover, with the person that spirit is opening you up to. And you could even have a friend that's connecting you with this person, someone who's close to that person that's connecting you with this person romantically, putting you guys in each other's space so things can pop off, especially if you have friends that have kind of been around and noticed the connection with you and someone who's like not exactly a part of the direct friend group, but someone who's around, or someone who even is, but it's just like they can feel that you guys have that romantic energy. Definitely let them kind of help you out, because I do see a friends to lovers situation kind of happening. Now, this can also talk about being friends first, and honestly, that is, in my opinion, the best way to start a connection, because when you kind of make up your mind, okay, this is a romantic partner, subconsciously you're looking at them as an end goal. Like, you're already kind of looking at them as someone who you're subconsciously moving towards. But when you're just looking at someone like, this is a friend, this is acquaintance, this is someone who I'm just hanging out with, there isn't all that external pressure of, okay, but this person could be like my marriage partner, or this person could be the person I have kids with, or this person could be the person that I get to do all that cute couple stuff with. Like, you don't have all that extra pressure. So it's like, if they're not footing the bill, it's a lot easier to say, toss a friend, to the side and say, okay, I'm not dealing with this. I don't accept this in my life. But when you decide in your head, oh, this is romantic right away, you kind of overlook some things as well. So this could be talking about you starting off as friends with someone and having a gradual development versus we're romantic right away. We're doing all of this, And I see you guys, the basis of your connection is in the solar plexus. So the solar plexus rules your creativity. The solar plexus rules kind of like your life purpose, who you are, what you like. So this would be a really good sign that you two have similar life goals and similar desires. So like, say you want to live in the city, this person also lives in the city, or say you like ballet, this person also likes that form of entertainment, or different forms of kind of going out, but not in a non-traditional way, where we get to like see a performance, for an example. So I would say be open at this time. I feel like spirit is getting you prepared for something that, yeah, I just heard this feels personal. So it's like this time it's personal. Spirit is getting you prepared for something much more tailored to you. Spirit, for group 3, how is this coming together? Yeah, I see. First of all, this is starting off with a fresh start. So right now, you're being called to let go of any person that's bringing you baggage. First card out, we had curtain call 10 out of 10 performance. So I could see it from the beginning that there was a big releasing being called of you now. The first thing I see you doing is releasing this baggage. We have just not that into you. So it's like one's trash is another's treasure. Honestly, if people don't see your value, instead of trying to, force them to see it, it's just like, all right, this person's not that into me. I'm into them, but I'm just gonna have to go ahead and cut my losses with this one so I don't, kind of get into some sunken cost energy where I'm just investing more and more and it's not getting me anywhere. We got the squeaky clean card. That's an energy of you clearly getting a new start. So this could also mean you making new friends, dropping your old friends, because we got at a certain point something about releasing like whatever it is that's kind of sabotaging you in some way. This could be about a bigger new start if you're called to that. If this person is a coworker, so you don't have to see them anymore, maybe it is a better idea to move into a new, company and work somewhere else. Or if this person is someone you always see at the gym, it would be worth it to go to a different gym to get a, new membership. Or if it's something bigger where spirit is calling you like, all right, let's get a clean slate and have a coming of age moment, and let's just take 2 weeks to travel, in another state or in another country or in another city. Like, let's take some time where we literally have a reset. Or go on a spiritual retreat could be really good for you. Or getting some Reiki done. That's really good if you want to specifically cleanse your auric field. Yeah, because it seems like there's this repeating theme of someone kind of coming around, and this person could even start as someone who needs you, and then it kind of develops into something shadowy where they're just absolutely draining you. So we have you're worth love and chemistry. So spirit is so clearly like, we need to really focus on what you have the ability to experience in this life. I really don't even want you to think twice about what you're letting go of, because it's going to be honestly laughable when you get into your new life and you see all that you have and your friends that genuinely appreciate you and they love you, and how people show up for you romantically, how much you're being treated, and how much your new person will be just absolutely more than willing to do for you. You're going to look back at this time and be like, I really could have had this the whole time. Absolutely. I feel like that's what spirit is trying to show you. So we got 3 as a crowd, intruder, and rescue. I'm picking up on an energy of someone always coming towards you when they need something. As soon as they get a blow to the ego, as soon as their dream girl, dream guy, the person that they are willing to invest in, rejects them, some way, somehow, they end up coming back to you. With 3 as a crowd, it could be like an ex specifically that they're going back to. Or if this person is already in a relationship and you developed like a forbidden form of a connection with them, it's always something. It's always like an excuse, like, well, I plan to do it, but then it's the holidays, so I can't do it, the kids or this and that. It's just like an excuse. So spirit is like, all right, we got to move beyond the excuses, and we just got to tap into your personal abundance, group 3, and solely what you have the ability to manifest, and no more allowing this person to intrude on you. So cut that out. That person, that friend, that family member, or even I'm hearing oversharing actually. So some of you could be getting set back through oversharing like online, and you've got people that are kind of, telling you things that are disheartening you or making you, choose a different path that's not beneficial to you. It could be that as well. So going back to this solar plexus based connection, spirit, tell us more about this person. Who is this? Got a whole stack of like 20 cards that flipped over. Let's see what falls out. Yeah, someone is not trying to let you go. Honestly, it may be worth it to go ahead and just do a big banishing ritual, even more than a cord cutting. It's like, all right, banish this person back to, Hades. Where they came from, because someone is stuck to you like glue. Spirit, tell us about this solar plexus base connection. Well, it's looking like this is a manifestation, and I would take that as a confirmation that Spirit is going to give you exactly what you ask for. We even got the Knight of Wands here. So we have the Two of Wands and the Knight of Wands. See how the Two of Wands, that there's someone in pink, someone in blue. Both of their wands are crossing, and it's manifesting something. It's creating something. Yeah, it's like creating an X. X marks the spot. X is a point of manifestation. It's looking like this is exactly what you end up asking for. So if you have already manifested what exactly you're looking for, then I would say this is a confirmation that you're going to get it. If you manifested that long ago, I would say it wouldn't hurt to do it again. Give it a little boost. Do a little rejuvenating ritual so that you can empower your past work. Good time, for a honey jar as well, I'm seeing. And then, also if you've never done it, then I would say just write a letter. Dear universe, I'm thankful for my past experiences, but I am ready to move beyond that. Please send me a person like this, and then list what it is that you're wanting and looking for in this era. Because that Two of Wands, Knight of Wands is a strong energy of Spirit giving you whatever it is that you ask for. And also, Two of Wands can be a card of kind of being stuck between the past and the future. So the more you work towards the future, the better it will kind of get. That can also talk about you just being in a strong energy of manifestation. So it's like, okay, if you're not exactly where you want to be, or if you're not showing up as, the future self that you want to see, then I would go ahead and get out of that old friendship, relationship, connection that is kind of keeping you more in alignment with what you're already experiencing now. We have the Page of Wands reversed and the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a card of celebration. It's also a card of fate. So I see your guides behind you, 10 toes, and we got the Page of Wands reversed. So there's kind of an energy here of like really focusing on new methods of manifestation, or focusing on like directly connecting with the universe versus doing what you've already done. We have the Queen of Coins reversed, so we've already talked about like all that releasing and whatnot that you're being called to at this time, but Queen of Coins reversed could be talking about like some stale energy or stale manifestation methods that are still being used that aren't as potent anymore. So I would say if you're being called towards some new methods of manifestation, definitely honor those, because I do see that bringing you your desired reality and outcome. We got the Hermit reverse, so this is a good time to go out, connect with new people, especially with that instigator / setup card that came up. That could be a sign that Spirit is saying, okay, you going out is also connecting you with new friends. Then you could meet someone that has a friend of a friend that it's like, you know what, I think you'd be good for this person. I think you should meet my other friend here in my other friend group. So try to be open to, kind of the winding path and things happening unconventionally or in an unexpected way. We got the Ten of Swords reversed and the Five of Cups here. So we've already talked about that. Well, actually, we haven't, because this is actually kind of like an omen that if you don't kind of separate from what's holding you back, you could end up manifesting more of that. That Ten of Swords reverse is clearly telling us that there is a cycle still open with someone. So you would definitely want to go ahead and close that, started off with that curtain call, 10 out of 10 performance, so that you don't end up on another, karmic cycle with the karmic. What else does group 3 need to know? All right, we have the gift of neutrality. It says balance is at work in your life. Yin and yang are opposites in energy, but they reside side by side to create the gift of neutrality. I feel like that's saying spirit saying sometimes you're going to be the good guy, sometimes you're going to be the bad guy, sometimes you're going to have to be, direct or maybe even a bit mean, a bit curt with people. Sometimes you get to kind of rest in your feminine and allow things to be taken care of for you. So it's really about being present in the moment so you can roll with the punches and show up as the energy that is needed to most effectively accomplish your goal. So if you're someone who likes to sit in your divine feminine all the time or your divine masculine all the time, this is really the time you need to be able to fluidly move through both so that you can accomplish your main goal at this time, which is getting to this lover. We have shedding the old. It says there is a change coming your way. Cultivate a sense of adventure so that you'll be able to see these new prospects. And then we have gliding through currents. It says, with a different approach, you will glide through a situation with grace and ease. Yeah, I feel like that's talking about that new manifestation method you're going to be called to, or that you've already been called to. It says, going inward and bringing your understanding or perspective into flow will help your dreams take flight. That's what I got for you, Group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 4 with the Blue Geode and the influence of the Angels Tarot, this is your reading, tapping into your next lover. We shall see how this will come about. Who is this lover? All those details. Spirit for Group 4 with the blue stone. Please show us their next lover for Group 4. Who is their next lover? Okay. So the first card out we have is Fresh Start. So it seems like you may be pivoting onto a new path, a better path. If things haven't been working out, or if you've been feeling like the strong energy of regeneration, like, you know what, I want to start over, or I want to separate from the old version of myself, I want to recreate myself. It's looking like that is also leading you to some success in love. I'm picking up on someone in your energy who it's like, it seems like everyone can see the connection besides you, or besides, you know, the two of you. We have crushing for a while and asking around. So this person has been like asking people, you know, there's someone in your energy who's had a crush on you for quite a while, and they're asking around, asking, is Group 4 single, or do you think me and Group 4 would make a good couple, or is Group 4 like taken? Are they uninterested? Like, what's going on with Group 4? It seems like this person is really trying to figure you out. You could get from multiple people that you're hard to read, or that you have like a mysterious aura, because tapping into this person's energy, that's exactly how they're feeling about you. It's like they can't read your mind, or they can't figure you out. They can't tell if you actually like them or not, or if you're just being nice. You know, the Fresh Start card could also apply to that too. If this is someone that you have already had a go round with, like if this is someone who you already, you know, sensed in your energy, and there was, you know, some flirtation or even like a date that has happened, but things just kind of fizzled out. This person seems to be asking around like, okay, what's going on with Group 4? Have they said anything about me? Do they like me still, or are they mad at me? You know, it's like there's someone who's in your energy who's been crushing on you, and they're asking people like, are they like, what's going on with Group 4? Like, they're trying to get the tea. So you may have a really good poker face, or you may have had multiple people kind of tell you that you're hard to read, because it definitely feels like this person is struggling to read you. It's like they're trying to figure out what is going on. Like, are they taken, or are they just uninterested? Like, or do they have a wall up? You know, are they in their healing era? This person is trying to get to the bottom of it, because it's like, on one end, they're like, well, did I offend Group 4? Did I do something? We have everyone can see it, and subtle intimacy. So this is like the energy that I was talking about before, where it's like, okay, you have all these people in your energy who can see the connection, but you're not seeing it, or they're not seeing it, or both of you are not seeing it. Some way, somehow you end up out of alignment. You know, it's like, well, what is going on here? Tapping in, it's like, okay, everyone can tell that there's flirtation going on between the two of you, or that there are romantic vibes between the two of you. And it's looking like it's subtle intimacy. Like I wouldn't say you have to read between the lines, but it's kind of just like how you interact with each other specifically. So like this person, their friends may be noticing that when they talk to you, they lower their voice a little bit, or they lighten their voice a little bit. bit, like subtle things like, okay, why do you do that only for group 4? Like, you obviously like them because you can talk to someone else and it's like you go back to the same voice, or you like even the like amount of response they get, they could be shorter with you or they could be longer winded with you. And it's like with other people, they seem to be different. So they can tell that there's some tension going on between the two of you. And I feel like other people are also kind of getting interested in trying to figure it out. Like, okay, what's going on? Did something happen between group 4 and we're just out of the loop? Or what is this energy? Like, everybody is trying to figure out this mysterious energy between the two of you. Regardless, I see this person reaching their breaking point. We got the confession card. So they're like, listen, I need to get this off of my chest because I've been feeling this way for group 4 for quite a while. And I'm tired of having this in my energy. Like, I just want to say something, do something. I just want to confess. So that is what they're doing. And we also have receiving a lot of attention. So I can't help but to wonder if you have gone through any changes. We did get the fresh start card, so maybe you have new hair or you've gone through, you know, a glow up. I always say mind, body, and soul because it's not all physical. You could go through a mental glow up and literally appear as if you have a halo around yourself, you know, so it's not always physical that causes these reactions and how people notice you and your energy changing. So that could also be it. You're receiving a lot of attention at this time, specifically romantic attention. Maybe there is a hot new bombshell in the villa. Okay, someone new that's attracted to you, and now you're not giving group 4, you know, your person as much attention. That will definitely do it. That'll make the best of them fall to their knees. So if there is a new option that you're paying attention to, that would not surprise me. Any other cards from this one, Spirit? Anything else we need to know from here? We got showing vulnerability. I really, really like that. I really like that energy because I feel like that's what you need when someone's been crushing on you for so long and it's like both of you have been getting in your own way respectively. We just need someone to just say, okay, you know what, I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to potentially get embarrassed or potentially, you know, be seen as whatever kind of way, a simp, you know, for group 4, because that seems to be the only way that we're going to be able to move forward. So what I see coming from this, how this is going to come together, this person is going to confess to you. They're going to show some vulnerability. They're going to express to you how they've been feeling and how they've been receiving and perceiving like all the communication. And I do feel like they're also going to address what other people have kind of said. And I feel like they're doing that in a way to check your temperature. So they may say, you know, so-and-so said we look like the perfect couple when we're together. So-and-so said we argue like a married couple. Like, I feel like they're going to say something like that to see what your thoughts are about it, to kind of try to gauge, like, I mean, do you think that, you know, to try to subliminally kind of get answers from you and see where your head is at. Prince/Princess treatment, amazing, amazing energy. I always love that card because that is this person like taking you on official dates, spoiling you a bit, giving you a lot of energy, attention, their time. So that's how things are happening. They're really popping off here. Spirit for group 4. How is everything coming together here? What is going on for group 4? Yeah, and this person is starting to feel like they've lost you or like they're losing you because we have apples to oranges here. And we also have persuasion. So it feels like this person is kind of being brought to their knees by you energetically. It seems like if they don't surrender or if they don't like come at you full on, they kind of feel like they might miss out on this opportunity altogether because there's obviously some new energy here. Even apples to oranges can be about just weighing your options and saying, okay, would I like literally just rather be single and not talk to anyone? And I kind of felt that in the beginning of your spread where it's like, okay, it feels like maybe there's a wall up, or it feels like some way, somehow there's a disconnect between you and other people. There's like this invisible wall and you're not letting people in. So yeah, Maybe there is an actual wall and you're considering like, do I even want to be in a relationship? Should I be single? Should I try to manifest something specific so I don't have to do the dating thing and go through so many different people and, you know, false connections, false excitements? Maybe I should go about things a different kind of way. Definitely seems like you're investing more into yourself and self-prioritizing, like, you know, with your self-care, really working on, like I said, mind, body, and soul. And then it looks like that is having a ripple effect on your 3D reality, and other people are realizing and noticing, you know, there's been some change that has gone on within you and they're very attracted to it. So we have abundance of love. This person is not wasting any time. They're like trying to do everything in their power to be the person on your mind, to be the person that you're giving your time, to be the person you're thinking about and giving a chance. Oh, and it's like soon as they're doing all this, I really feel like it's a result of, but for some of you, it may be the other way around. I feel like them changing their tune is a result of you going through your personal change and all these new people in your energy. We have time for a change. Let's take a break and pump your brakes. So you are not letting this person in so easily. Oh my goodness, group 4, what happened? If you're like younger, or if you're in a group that is more drawn to like drama, I feel like that could be what it is. Like, did some things kind of go around that weren't true? You know what that reminds me? When I was literally in high school, there was this guy that I met and I really liked him, and I was like, oh, telling my friend like, okay, if you hang out with your guy, because he was like my friend's boyfriend's friend, and I'm like, if you hang out with him, then then I want to hang out too. Why did my friend gas it up like so beyond out of this universe and made it seem like I was gonna fall to my knees if I couldn't see this man ever again? It just reminds me of that, where it's like, okay, if you're dealing with someone who's immature, or if you're in a friend group that's like, more about drama, yeah, you could end up, having a rumor swirl around, or having someone say something that is just so extra and not true. I feel like something like that could have happened. Maybe there's, too many cooks in the kitchen. Maybe there's just too much going on, and it's like, all right, way too many people involved. Yeah, we got the 2 tough cards, so it seems like at some point you kind of had to turn around. Ooh, we got the walking away card, and she's literally turned around. Crazy. We got put a ring on it at the bottom of the deck. So maybe you were requiring them to be serious about you to the extent that they didn't listen to other people, or they didn't let anything get in their way in order to have an opportunity with you. So this may be the result of your energy shifting towards them. And, it's true. Like it changes that runner chaser dynamic. If you're, making yourself super available to someone, and you're trying to, do everything you can to make them feel comfortable and whatnot, they start feeling like, okay, I don't have to, do as much. I can just, wait, I got all the time in the world. I already know that this person is interested in me. But when you start to turn around and you're looking at other options, or you're just not looking at them anymore, all of a sudden they're like chasing after you. And first it's slowly, and then it's quickly, and then it's like they're frantic trying to, get access to you because they don't want to lose on the opportunity altogether. So I kind of feel like that here, where there's been a dynamic switch, and this person is now like really frantic and feeling like, now, I need it now. I need to talk to group 4 now. I want them now. Let me do everything I can to woo and wow group 4 with that persuasion energy. Let me give them prince/princess treatment. Let me give them abundance of my time, my love, my energy, because I feel like I'm going to lose out on, group 4 altogether. Spirit, what else can you tell us about this person? What else can you tell us about their next lover? We got the 4 of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Strength card. So it's also looking like they may have some spiritual support. Oh my goodness. I'm like, you guys really look like you're on 2 different timelines, because we got the 7 of Cups and the Fool card here. So you are literally in your fresh start energy. I kind of feel like you're in a may the best one win position. It's like, okay, if they're going to, chase, and they're going to put in the work, and they're going to do the most, I'm not just going to flat out say no. I'm not going to flat out deny them. But Also, like if they are, you know, getting back into their stagnant energy where they're not doing anything, I'm going to make sure I'm in a win-win position. I'm not going to wait around forever. So you guys are on two different wavelengths. I really do feel like the dynamic changed. So I'm like, okay, Spirit, show me how this is coming together. We got the Four of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Strength card, so I can see all the work that they're doing. Four of Swords is like an energy of deep reflection, reflecting on what you've done and where you've been. So this person is having a serious, you know, come to the Lord moment where they're like, all right, I need to kind of hold myself accountable, honestly. I need to admit how I have fumbled and I need to do better. And then we have the Strength card here, so it's looking like they're actually having some progress and even have some support from the universe. So if you did experience like some synchronicity in the beginning of this connection, I feel like that could be because of, you know, Spirit some way, somehow trying to help this along, trying to help you too, supporting this in some way. Spirit, how is this coming together? How are they getting to that lover status? Ooh, we got the Five of Wands. That is strong. May the best one win energy. Wow, with the Star card. So first of all, the Star card is like a magical moment. The Star card is also wish fulfillment, divine timing. And we have the Six of Swords. So this is an energy of moving away. So I feel like this person, it kind of feels like some way, somehow they're monopolizing your time, not gonna lie. It feels like this person constantly has you on dates. It's like soon as you get, before you're even done with the current date you're on, this person is already planning the next one. It's like they're texting every day, communicating every day, talking to you every day, always checking in. And we got the Five of Wands, so there's definitely some other energies around that are trying to fight for you. And this person, they're really having to do the most. And I see that they're doing exactly that. They are really doing the most and everything they can, everything in their power to be with you and to make this happen. So yeah, we got the Six of Swords. That's an energy of progression and energy of moving forward. But also with the Star card, I was getting some like magical moment energy. So I would say that you're likely going to have a moment that is significant with this person. And the Star is external. So that would be something orchestrated by the universe. So if you were getting synchronicities in the beginning of this connection, you're going to start to have more of that in the future directly related to this person. And you're going to see how Spirit is supporting this connection and helping you. It's like this person is finally catching up to everything that everyone else has been seeing. And, you know, if you've been seeing it as well, they're finally catching up and leaning in. Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 4? We got some repeating fours here. We had the Four of Swords that came out, and now we just got the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands that has come out. So, you know, Four of Pentacles is really like saving yourself, waiting for the best opportunity. And Four of Wands is a long-term investment, specifically an opportunity for long-term commitment or marriage. And even at the top of the arch here, you have like this angel figure or a depiction of Spirit. So yeah, I feel like Spirit has a heavy hand on this situation and is helping a lot more. And the underlying energy, bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. So Spirit is saying, you know, the main thing, the catalyst to all of this is your energy changing. So if you don't go through that energy change, it's going to take longer for this person to kind of come to, because the main thing that we kept getting over and over and over again is that you were unbothered or definitely weren't chasing after them or had your own glow up, you know, whether that's mind, body, or soul, or a combination of, you know, 2 or 3. There was some change or fresh start that had gone on with you specifically that had changed the dynamic of the situation. So I would definitely say lean into that when Spirit is like, okay, let's go through this new change or let's level up. We got 1111 and Cupid. 1111, it says, 1111 is an important number of twin flames. It symbolizes the harmony and balance of soul counterparts. So perhaps this is a twin flame connection. Twin flame, soulmate, those connections do have like the extra help of Spirit and that divinely guided energy. Cupid, it says love is in the air when Cupid is around. So you could have something transiting like your 7th house, your 4th house, or even like your 5th house, I feel. Something going on to do with like starting a family, or maybe even some what is it, the 12th house, like, you know, so you're moving forward, starting that new cycle, going through that last phase. Maybe you have Venus in either of those, or Mercury, something about communication. Any of those planets, maybe Pluto, that have to do with like big wrecking ball kind of changes and evolution. Oop, bumped the whole camera. Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 4? What else does group 4 need to know? Wow, this is card number 11 in this deck as well. It says persistent drive. See what you desire and move toward that goal. It is time to zero in on your purpose. Use your intuition and your instincts to guide you to the optimal outcome. So yeah, Spirit is very much so leading you at this time, showing you the way, directing you towards the steps that are going to lead you to the most positive, optimal, beneficial outcome for you. Wow, we have card number 44. You got a bunch of repeating 4s as well. With unexpected wonder, it says magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All of your prayers are answered now. Wow, powerful. So definitely take some time to set some intention. Whenever I get a message like that myself, I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me hurry up and affirm some stuff. Let me go ahead and, you know, put in my request. So go ahead and do that as well. That is what I got for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, that is what I have for you today, and I will talk to you soon.